Good day, welcome to another edition of Farm Advice section. All right, so I want to talk briefly about urban farming. People think that the food we should consume should come from the far away forest or rural community before we can have food. But again, that is not actually the case. There are ways in which we can grow anywhere in the world. All right, there are different techniques and food practices that people are using to grow food anywhere. Yes, even in your living room, you can grow food right there. So, urban farming, I believe, is something that we need to consider as people. And three reasons I want to encourage you to do that. The first thing is that when you do urban farming, you have access to fresh food available to your doorsteps. And then the joy of you being the one that grow it, seeing it from seed to having it on your table, is a special and kind of different experience. And I want to encourage you to go for that. All right. The other thing is that when we use our unused lands around our home and grow things, we are actually going to be promoting green environment. Yes, and fresh air also will be coming because as we grow, trees they give us fresh oxygen that we need for our own health and benefit, and that is very good. Sometimes people plant flower that they don't, you know, get any physical benefit from instead of planting things that you could consume and build a nutritious strength. All right. So I advise that probably instead of just decorating your homes with flowers, trees, and different things that don't bring any tangible back to you, you could just plant some you know tree crops, vegetable, different kind of thing around your home. As they flower and give you design, they also bring in food that you eat, fresh, organic. All right. The other thing is that for us to be able to control the waste in our communities, especially on unused lands, we can be able to grow some vegetables. We can set up mini garden and use that to keep the place clean. Because sometimes when places are unused, there is a mindset that you can use it for other means like disposal of dirt or waste, and those things pollute our environment. So it is a better way to clean our environment when we set up our urban garden. All right, and this is very important. And also to be able to reduce the pressure on uh, other people, we can produce our own food anywhere we are. And probably if you are even a basic person, you can use it. Do your lecture time. As a kind of habit to exercise. That's one, and also to do, do it as something new that you want to practice, and it become a kind of habit that you normally do as a way of de-stressing, as a way of experiencing new things, and the pleasure of seeing seed growing into something that you can consume also comes along with that. All right. So these are things I just wanted to share with you concerning why we need to do our own urban farming. It is very important. Urban communities need, to set up places, either community garden or your own individual small mini or mini garden that you can grow things and experience that joy of giving life to something. All right. And also to have access to fresh food, because sometimes the cost of food increases or rises because access is an issue. But if we are all setting up our mini garden, I believe we can be able to do something. So join the campaign to set up your own backyard garden. If you need me to give you any support, interest, or information, all right, just reach out to me. All right, but I want to encourage all Liberians. Let us join the campaign to set up our own backyard garden, because urban farming is as important as rural farming. We all need to work together to grow food to feed ourselves. Because the more we have on the in our community, the more we will have to consume, and then it will help our nutrition and food security, especially for our vulnerable households who are so vulnerable to all kinds of things, including nutrition deficiency and food shortage and so on. Yes. Thank you. Have a good day.